Yo, welcome to the stream. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. In fact, we don't even read this on anymore. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to Morbid Monday, I guess. That's not a thing. We can't make that a thing. Could that be a thing? Add that to my notebook for ideas, for stream ideas. That can go alongside my other brilliant ideas, such as beach episode, which I still haven't figured out what that would be, but it's a really fun idea I have. Welcome to the stream. How are we all doing today? Today we are going to be playing Death and Taxes. So we're going to take a little break from Paper Mario. I figured, because we don't usually stream on Mondays, I thought I would keep Paper Mario to sort of a bit of a schedule. So like Paper Mario will be on Saturdays and Sundays. And then today's stream, and if we do any others this week outside Saturday and Sunday, they will be slightly one-offs, or there'll be something slightly different. I had my original plan. My original plan was that I was going to do a movie commentary stream. I had the Super Mario Brothers movie, the 2023 film, kind of ready to go for that. And then I was looking up, because I want it to be something that's available on like all streaming services so people can like watch along and stuff, because I can't actually show the movie. I can do the commentary, but I can't have any audio or video from the film actually playing. So if people wanted to like properly participate in it, they would have to be watching along. I found out, because it was on Netflix for a while, but it looks like it's not anymore, and it's only on ITVX in the UK, which isn't the best streaming service. I mean, it's fine, but it has like ads and stuff, and I don't know if there's like a premium version to turn that off. Either way, I don't think it's a big thing that a lot of people would use. So I was like, actually, maybe we hold off on this. And I couldn't think of another film that we could do for a commentary that immediately would be kind of in line with what we've been sort of doing recently. And yeah, we're playing Paper Mario. The sequel of the Mario movie's out next week, so I was like, well, that made sense, and I couldn't think of anything else that would be like in a similar vein that was available everywhere. So I pivoted very quickly to installing Death and Taxes on my PC. which is a game that I wasn't aware of until very recently. Actually, a friend recommended this to me. And so it's very similar. My understanding from the trailer is it's very similar to Papers, Please, the Lucas Pope game that came out a while ago, and it's a very critically acclaimed indie game. So this is very this is meant to be sort of in that similar sort of vein, but with more fantastical and more death focused, like we're Grim Reapers and we decide who lives and dies and stuff like that, is my understanding of it. So we're just gonna make a start and just get on with it, because I've got nothing else to go on about, I guess. Hope this works. I found out there is a streaming mode on the set when I was looking at the settings, which I'm not going to turn on because I have a feeling there's not much point, to put it bluntly. So we are going to try and avoid that. Honest. But maybe sometime in the future, maybe we could come back to this and we could have that on and see how different the experience is. Anyway, new game. We already got an achievement, so Fate, Keeper of the World Order. Nice Beatles reference. Going to the marché. Looks like spying lots of lemons. Poke. Is that Metal Gear Solid sound effect? He seems disgruntled. Oh, he's doing the arcane magic. Spooky skulls. Grim Reaper, you. Oh, we can customize a character. How do we make him look? Blah, blah, blah. Let's go proper, like, evil eyes and face paint and stuff. Yeah. Cool black shirt and tie. Ooh, too jazzy. That's very Harley Quinn. Yeah, should we do that? Let's do it for that. That's kind of cool. Began the bureaucratic afterlife. Yes.
Finally, the new spawn has awoken. What a momentous day. I am honored to welcome you into our world. Spawn... Hang on. Spawn number 8, 9.
Welcome to the Ever 88. Huh? Okay, fine.
I am Fate. I am the keeper of world order.
Where am I? What is this? What am I? Hello, pleasure to meet you, Fate. Don't care for much being 89. Can I be Fate? Yeah, let's be.
Another ironic one. Great. No, you may call yourself the Grim Reaper, as that is what you are. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4, the Sun County Wine Region.
Oh boy, that's the best division.
I know what you are thinking, and yes, your assignment is choosing humans who have to die. Pretty standard stuff.
I mean, for this line of work.
As it is your first day, try to get to know the system, and do not destroy the world, yes? Gallows humor, you see? Right, yes. Clear?
Will I get paid for this?
Most certainly. The contract stipulates that every death gets a fair salary based on their performance accuracy.
Cool.
Marking profiles correctly is the most important task. If you mark more or less than necessary, you will not get your fee at all.
Okay, so if you mark more or less than you need to, you'll get paid.
Errors in secondary tasks will reduce the total even if the primary task is executed correctly.
Right, so
Remember,
don't mess up.
the fate of the world lies in your hands. Humans march towards the great dying. They always teeter on the precipice, creating endless chaos. We keep humans from falling off. We establish the equilibrium and keep the chaos in check. For that reason, your actions will have consequences.
Alright, where do I work?
I will show you your workplace right away. Follow me. One more thing. This will be your 7-day evaluation period. When the week is done, you will be assessed.
And if I fail?
1 week to show us what you are made of, Reaper.
I mean, I guess if we fail, we can always, like, leave this job and then go work as a barista or something like that. Plenty of work for an able-bodied skeleton. I find at least. Cover procrastinating scrolling through Corker. Marker of death. Better pick it up and start working on some files. Well, it's your job. My instructions for the day. Welcome, Grim. Here are the files on humans who are in life-threatening situations within your domain. I am granting you time to settle in, so no difficult rules or requests as of today. Quote of the day. 1 human has to die. Send me the files by fax after you have made your decision. Communicate with voices of the ether to help me decide. Okay. So there's a bar here. Bruno Billis, age 43, position, drill master. Bruno is an infamously gruff drilling expert who has been working on deep-sea oil rigs for countless years. They have a tense relationship with their offspring, yet have lately been attempting to reconnect and make things work. Okay, well, he's trying. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna say live. I'm gonna take that as well. No back now unless I find something to erase this with. I want to see the other profile though, that's the... Matthias Ulium. It has been said that Matthias talks too much, however they themselves think they may not be talking enough at all. Space radiation is their passion and they are endlessly fascinated by black holes. We have to kill one of them. I know we should have... But we have to... We don't have a choice. I don't feel good about it, but... Hang on. Dressing room, I need the mirror for this.
the new Deathspawn. Welcome. How was your first day?
Bad. A person died.
Regrettable, but also natural. You do this work for the greater good.
The greater good.
Remember, lives are on the line. I see exactly one person perished today, as tasked. Did you figure out the best choice?
I'm gonna be honest and just say no, I didn't.
To be fair, there was no best option. I felt like you needed an easy one to begin with. In the
Was it though?
future, that is going to change. Such is the unfortunate, indisputable, incontrovertible, ironclad law of cosmos. Question?
Nope, ready for everything.
Keep your eye on the letter for future guidelines, and keep up the good work. A new day awaits. Off you go now.
Sweet. No, too far. Nice. Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. Well, what's in here then?
What ho, customer! Welcome to Quartermaster Mortimer's Plunder Emporium. As ye may guess, I am Mortimer. The Mortimer. The one you may have heard of.
No.
The famous, nay, infamous Quartermaster.
Never heard of you before.
You jest. I once scoured many sea and land, alleviating merchantmen from the burden of excess wealth.
Sure, okay.
Perhaps the wares of me emporium will impress ye more. Browse at your will.
Annals of Transience help keep track of any passing temporalities. It counts 28 days in a month, from 1 to 28. These are all the days, all of them. Frenzy to Desolation. Widget. Peculiar flex twirl disquietly inside the glass globe. Never settling. In the middle of the storm stands figures too difficult to discern. Everything seems to be in a state of transfiguration. Face of the Great Old One. Clothing. Whoa, a seriously terror-inducing visage. But then again, who wouldn't want to look like an antediluvian monstrosity? Besides, tentacles are extremely useful and practical. I'm good. And also I can't afford anything. Is my money wailing? Today. Hope you find your accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Follow them and you'll be okay. I'm handing you another simple task. One human with an engineering background, or industrial background has to die. Crow news. Local teen perishes in hospital after mishap with high voltage hyperboloid. Asteroid threat and miscalculation. Astronaut drillers brought safely back to Earth. This crazy old fart stormed a wedding and punched a groom in the face. Will the police finally do something about this Harry menace? I reckon we're gonna have to keep an eye on that because, like, I reckon some people are gonna have to, who are gonna have to die are gonna be like listed here, like because of the stuff they've done that isn't gonna be that we're gonna have to put together. Anyway, so when human with an engineering or industrial background has to die. Most doesn't really have much to do these days at the manufacturing plant, as automation has made car building much faster and much more efficient. Most they look at computer screens checking for errors. At home, they love tinkering with their old 77 Geopulsar. Okay. Tifiso EK. Tifiso constructs buildings, not much else to it. They try their best to manage a balance between the demands of the clients and experimental ideas of architects. In their spare time, they like like carving small small sculptures. I won't say snail sculptures, but maybe they do. Well, he can live because Alicia is a absolute speed demon. They cruise at utterly ridiculous speeds around Cosmopolis City, delivering miscellaneous packages to various people and companies. With a sole demeanor and calm nerves, they could be an excellent rally driver. See, but they're not from an industrial or engineering background. Unless... yeah, it's going to have to be Umberto, because he's the only person who works in engineering. Which of you can get an eraser? What's inside? Nothing. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Okay, looks like we have to go talk to Fate again.
Grim, how was the second day on the job?
Good.
So, did you follow the rules properly?
I did.
Great. Yes, everything looks to be in order. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down.
Can I get a vacation?
Nope.
Well, it's worth a try. Don't ask, you don't get.
Rest well. You will need it. See you soon.
Cat purr softly. Right, my instructions today. 2 humans have to die. Gruesome accident at the car manufacturing plant as manufacturing construction bot crushes engineer. Dragon head gallery to host an exhibit of intricate wooden sculptures. Takeo loves hitting a tiny ball with a stick. There's no doubt about it. Just whack that tiny ball really hard and see where it lands. Sometimes it even lands where it's supposed to. Other times not. Doesn't matter as Takeo also loves refreshing walks and searching for things. Columbia is a distinguished war veteran. And these days working as a well-regarded passenger airplane pilot. They're happily married and have 5 children. As a hobby, Columbia is extremely interested in the history of religious buildings. God, could you be just less interesting? Samara has worked in the homicide department only for a few years, but has already shown great talent in solving seemingly unsolvable human murder cases. They are currently after an unknown serial killer who is suspected to be working for the local church. Jafar is a mediocre crane operator. They make a notable amount of mistakes, then blame others for those mistakes. Jafar has an alcohol problem and gets abusive towards their significant other and children, and if they get angry or intoxicated. I mean, that feels like the one to pick. The area has been in politics for over 40 years, and in that time they've worked hard on relaxing the government's meddling in the real estate market. Although nobody has found proper proof, there have been rumours that Leo has taken many bribes from a number of realtor agencies. Ooh. Abuser or corrupt politician? Oh, it says 2 humans have to die. That's where I read. Okay, that's easy then.
Grim, my latest spawn. 3 days you have been with us. How do you feel?
It's a little bit confusing.
You have to read the daily rules and choose between the files at hand. Really, should not be that complicated. Now, let me take a look at the files you sent in today. Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the correct amount of profiles. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
Got this like jazzy music sort of score. Three humans have to die. If you looked outside today, it rains. It's been raining for hours. Appropriate to accompany the despondence that's within me. Well, here are some rules for you. All survived in the plane crash due to the skillful efforts of pilot. Local politician dead after being struck by a car. Police have not yet ruled out a deliberate hit. They have a serial killer caught by Detective Samara L. Downey. Hey. Drunken crane operator tips crane into the sea. Mark F. Player. That name sounds familiar. Can't think why. Mark originates from the island of area, but moved to Cosmopolis City at a young age. They studied engineering at the Polytechnical Institute, then started a side career as a MeTuber, mostly videos about engineering, where they've gained a considerable following. Mainly they aspire towards becoming a film director. A dream that will never pan out for them. Cavonius Estivalli. Originally a systems engineer for a large tech company, Cavonius has recently begun promoting a return to grim survivalism to a hunter state, stalking prey in forests, national parks, and regular parts of the world. Any living beast is considered fair game. And no, this doesn't mean any grim I am watching. You should mark this profile to. You should mark this profile to live. I don't think so. Pietro comes from a family of soldiers, going back several generations. As such, they felt they had little choice but to follow the same path in the list. They're now returning from their second tour at Faridin, although they're not really into this whole military thing at all. Charlie is the current president of Formosa, recently elected after years of working as a professor in economic theory. They're known for being critical of exploitative structures and pushing for more wealth equality. They have 3 kids and 8 grandchildren. Sarah, you're on Grey. Sarah is the leader of the Sun Cult. They're also the treasurer and editor of the newsletter. They're also the only member of the Sun Cult thus far. Most of what they do is praising the sun, whenever possible. Hmm. I'm going to disobey. I'm going to disobey fate. I don't know about that one. I'm going to say live for her. Because I think she's doing good. I think maybe we... Okay, he's gonna live. And then I am going to... And the cultist will die, which is tragic. And, sorry, Markiplier.
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. Although you made an error with my test note, such inattention is not commendable.
Oh no, I pay attention. I just choose to ignore it.
I do not fully understand what you are planning to do with these small and trivial acts of rebellion. You are mainly just making it more difficult for yourself.
Dupe is a murderer. I did what I did.
Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Do we have... Oh, they've changed.
Tis ye who plunders me.
Oh, that'd be actually pretty good. One use only, but that's fine.
This tale is beyond reproach. We were sailing the high seas when we found a shipwreck full of these off the coast of the wild wakes. 'Twas power to erase even the most dreadful of mistakes. Used it to erase one of my risky love letters. And you know what? Never heard from the love interest again. Amazing little thing.
I love this guy. Drizzy collects oscillated electromagnetic waves, which travel through the ether and then blast them at you. So it's a radio? Abu got the dead, mummification, embalming the afterlife cemeteries and tombs, and the protection of the underworld. This hound really gets around and grants you a stunningly canine visage. Yeah, why not?
Shiver me timbers. 'Tis a tale most sordid.
Arr.
I dare not even recall the details. But since ye wish to hear it, I shall tell it forthwith. There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator. Went in, tore it out, and made a run for it. The device has immense power. Ye turn the knob, and infinite pleasant noises come from it. Some might even call it music.
Ooh. I'm into this. This is good. Formosan the economy gradually improving after critical economic reforms. Okay, target Alvasi re-election campaign video. Let's find dozens of half-gnawed human bones in a cellar near Midway Park. Sun seems evidema, as if it's even visible due to the constant cloud cover. Ex-soldiers soon to release a tell-all semi-autographic novel about their experiences in Ferrodon. Two humans have to die, spare any humans with a food service background. Okay, and we got 6 here. Restaurant owner. Got munchies for shark fin, but can't find any? Not if Luis Jimenez is near. They're a big fan of shark fin and other questionable foods like turtle jelly, which Luis has served in their restaurant for a decade. They were also involved in distributing these food items to grocery stores. Oh yeah, I'm going to absolutely butcher some names here, by the way, just in case that wasn't clear. Landscape architect. Oh, hang on. Just before we do this, read this again. He has to live because he works in food service. Ashiki loves nature and enjoys planning, so decided to put these two together. Their main expertise is in environmental restoration, reintroducing balanced habits into abandoned industrial areas. They're an avid drawing enthusiast, often seen sketching wildlife in pencil art. Nice. Carmen Del Rio. A bistro who hates coffee, that's Carmen. Since they find all coffee equally bad tasting, they unknowingly keep committing a grave sin when serving customers, heating up old coffee in the microwave. No, just no. Oh crap! He has a food service background. So does he. Vladimir dreams of organising a pretzel invasion, crossing opposition across all pastries. They actively promotes pretzel supremacy. Pretzel shall one day rule the land of the confectionery. He's also a baker, so we have to... Inés May Ortega. Inés claims the dog ate her diploma and everyone just has to believe they're a natural dentist. To look like they know what they're doing, Inés just drills random teeth from patients. Oh, that is... people already hate the dentist. Maria Meriso. Maria works at the Central Cosmopolis Library, where they offer administrative help and guidance to undergraduates. Sometimes they help organise academic events. Life isn't busy, but they still try to find time to engage in their passion, snowboarding. So it's going to be between Ashiki and Maria. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna... Sorry. I just think that I think that reintroduced balanced habitat into abandoned industrial areas, just all the environmental stuff, just it's just good.
What a day, Grim. What a day. Let us go over your conduct first.
Uh-oh.
Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order. Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult choices?
I do feel awful about every choice. But I'm gonna play it like I'm cool with it.
Is it, though? I can almost imagine what a normal, basic, dreadful, everyday job would feel like. But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them?
Not sure.
The question is too difficult. After all, you have not even lived a week. You have not seen what the tradition has wrought. This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans, do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you made?
I'm not happy about the situation, no.
You have no opportunity to elicit a change. It may sound unfair, but it is not. The office is perennial and venerated. Eons we have spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing. Oh, I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask me?
I mean, I assume that's just going to be really, really dark. Like, not something you really want to think about. What's the basis for the profiles? Is there a point system?
Oh, not at all.
Don't they all affect the world?
And in none, yes.
I'm so confused.
Come now, do not worry about it. All is in order. Just a bit over your pay grade. Anything else?
I'll ask the question.
The children. They are a special case, for a different set of departments to deal with. You will not find any yourself.
Are they main officers?
Countless.
And they all have Reapers working in them? Really?
Close enough. Anything else?
What about animals? Do they get departments?
All living beings have to be processed after the end. No escape. Even plants. Yes, there is a department for plants. Do not ask about the plant department. Anything else?
What about the unliving?
Technically, kind of, I guess. Ruins are like a type of dead, but then again, they often feel so alive. I must ponder. This topic is a bit too abstract for now. Let us table it. Anything else?
Why do the profiles refer to people as they?
An astute observation. You see,
I had spotted that, actually.
our office does not operate on information about biological backgrounds or genetic composition.
So, no gender information?
Minimal. Everyone you assess is simply human, after all, excluding any monumental error in normal procedure. The bottom line is that the humans end up on your desk and that you must follow the rules. Anything else?
So I can think of.
Right. It has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
Right, what's in the old shoppy? Okay, just the Eye of Themabob. Wonder how often that rotates around with new products. Chorus Grim. Ask all the questions in the first lore hub. Oh, he's got a visitor. We'll see him later. At least a total of 6 humans. Total of 6 humans have to die. At least 3 humans aged 35 or younger have to die. Spare humans with a medical background. Well, that's not really that much. I forgot where I was going with that sentence. Jennifer Goel. Ain't nothing better than processing that pedal to the metal. Feel the torque ramp up. Blast over dirt road. Juniper lives the excitement, the rush of the adrenaline, which is surprising, whereas when not behind the wheel, Juniper is very calm and cool, always keeping their emotions in check. Well, they're younger than 35, and they don't have a medical background, so I think we just kind of have to... I think he kind of a bit of an obvious one to kill. Don't like saying that. Navani, an reader and student of art history, comes from a rough background. They grew up in a very poor neighbourhood, yet the local community had pulled their meager funds to help provide his attempt to higher education. Okay, well, she's definitely living. Microbrewer, bartender. Sigmund lives together with her artist girlfriend. They like craft beer and biking. Sigmund's brew was voted best local craft beer of the year twice. For several years now, Nephis has gone from one temp job to another. Just another one more temp job and you're qualified for the real thing, the University Career Consultant told them. But that was 3 temp jobs ago. I lived an exciting and joyous life, up until retirement. Then everything started going downhill. Life became rough, sad and lonely. Their friends and family are gone, their pets died and nothing seems to be going right at all, and yet they keep living. Oh. That's not fair. Jesse Ford, 61. Jessica makes writing the perfect sermon, and thus oblivious to turmoil at home. The spouse is fighting a substance abuse problem, and the children are planning debauched parties. Luckily, Jesse just found a new maid with unusual but effective methods keeping things under control. Michael is a lover of pizza, especially those with pizza toppings, as should be. Pineapple toppings, as should be. They attempted to become millionaire by age 30, but instead ended up homeless instead. Still, they did not lose their love for writing poems and pineapple pizza. Works in consequences at the Centre of Biomedicine, a research hospital in which in addition to patient healthcare, also analyzes many rare and dangerous toxins and substances in the high security wing. They're also a fan of gambling and have lately accumulated many deaths. Well, unfortunately, they have to live because they have a medical background. I think they're the only one here who does. So 6 have to die, so that's 2. Right, I'm gonna take him out as well. I'm gonna... it's a bit of a mercy, I think. Okay, I'm gonna take him out. And So that's 3 under 35. Oh, I didn't realize you could actually draw on the thing. That's quite funny. I think it's gonna have to be. I think it's probably gonna be. I think that's all of them. Let's have a look at the... Watch local shark population drops to dangerous level. Tasty creatures are destined to extinct. Why are these damn pretzels everywhere? Deserted Sand Quarry turns into an ecological sanctuary, attracts rare bird species. Homelessness a moral nightmare and the failure of society. It's research several local gambling dens run by radical criminalizations. We got an achievement for dooming the guy with the who liked pineapple on their pizza.
It looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time. Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day?
Bad.
Exactly. You and I are on the same page. We all do what is necessary, even if it makes us suffer. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened?
Maybe it's an Josh Jackson of some sort.
An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours. Off you go now, Grim. Good night.
Ooh, the bar's open.
Hello there. I'm Sari, and I welcome you to Cerberus's Den, the finest. This side of the void. Sure as heck haven't seen you before. You must be brand new.
Probably when her dialect's a bit off.
Fucking cool outfit. You've got a perfect balance of style and brutality going on. So, how are you liking existence thus far? Oh, don't I know it. Administrative bureaucracy just can't be escaped. They'll always find you. Eventually. But hey, that's why you figure out the small cracks in the system you can manipulate. Okay, newbie, before we continue, I got this little game I play with every fresh-faced patron. It's real simple.
Alright.
All you gotta do is answer a series of questions, and I'll craft a personalized drink inspired by what you said. It's like a quiz.
I love quizzes.
Right, the gist. I'll describe some sort of an odd situation, and you answer how you react. I usually do 4 questions, and nothing else to it. Here we go. Prepare for question number 1. You see a turtle laying on its back, belly baking in the scorching sun. It beats its legs, trying to flip over, but it can't. Not without your help. You are not helping. Why aren't you helping?
What, I have to do everything around here?
Question number 2. You behold 2 doors, one planed and old, the other forged of gold. The old one seems to imply disgrace and shame. The golden door cries of nobility and grandeur. It's up to your brave soul to make the first choice. Which door will you enter?
Doors are for dimwits. I'll break the window and jump out. I'm gonna go with like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade logic and say the old one improved some
Next
modesty.
up, question 3. Almost there. After being tasked with creating a computer game about dating monstrous eldritch gods, you've come up with several characters. Which of the possible god beings is clearly the hottest and most dateable of the lot?
And the Peref, mostly Albert with gorgeous blonde mane. Azaghot, the blind idiot god, Lisa Fuzzy. Greatest tree of a warm heart. One arm eternal flexing. Name is Misty, an ethereal beauty, a bit translucent. Half wolf, half ram, half tank. Probably nameless Misty.
Alright, final stretch. As I said, 4 is all anyone ever needs, right? You wake up after an accident that has left you in a coma for decades. Your body and mind are ravaged beyond repair. The doctors offer a solution. A cybernetic brain transplant with a personality of your choice. Which will you choose?
Why do I have to choose? Fashion calculator.
Got it. Let me just calculate the results. We'll take that a moment. Leans to stability, prone to conformity. I've got the appropriate concoction in mind.
Yep, that's me to a T.
Start off with a nice mixture: 4 centiliters of gin, 1 centiliter of elderflower liqueur, 1 centiliter of sugar syrup, 2 deciliters of club soda. Splash in some lime juice concentrate, add several slices of well-smashed cucumber and some cubed ice.
Ah, right, I'm fine. Okay with that.
Tells no lie. I think a suitable name would be Borehole.
Oh, baby!
First one's on the house.
The drink. Smooth waves rolling onto the coast, then receding gradually. Constant rhythm of symmetrical alternation, grinding off the edges. Taste recalls a harmonious interplay of physical forces soothing a turbulent soul, until all that's left is a polished plane of alabaster. It's almost a death-changing experience. Nah, I see what they did there. Okay, that's fairly decent.
Second understatement of the century. Now what else can I get you?
I'll be going now.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Little Reba. I love the Green Day reference there. The air is eerily cold as if frozen in place too. Scared to move an inch. Scared to move an inch. Eep, a ghost!
Excuse me?
I'm in New Grim. What's up?
Fresh-faced lemon head. Exactly what I wanted to see today.
Hey now, Gus, play nice.
Well, seems I'm stuck with you now. You want to ask questions or something?
What do you do
I'm
here?
the janitor. I clean up the damn mess you make.
I clean up the damn mess you make. What mess? I haven't done anything.
Ever looked in the mirror or thought about the clientele of this place? Where do you think the drink goes? None of you have a stomach.
Where do you think the drink goes?
Soon falls through the rib cage.
Love it. Love this guy's voice. I was wondering why the floor is so sticky.
Secrets, right? A gift to the world from all you pompous reapers. Or could be at least a little more considerate. Gee, you wanted?
No.
Yeah, I gotta get back to work anyway.
Good patron, me ship of goods is at your service.
Green glass, gazing ultimately deep into the abyssal depths of the underworld, reflects everything. Well, mostly just you. The Infernal Illuminator reveals that which is most deeply hidden. Once you've already made the choices and are passing through again, else it can't show anything, because that's how things work, okay? I do want that. That'll probably be gone by the next time I come back. Two humans have to die. Spare human who seem helpful against the troubles. Truth of luck, something new and fresh may be viewing the arts. All victims found, toxic spill, claims another life of another homeless person. New modern painting exhibition. Pictures of melancholy. Death of young temp worker sparks outrage, leading to increased rights and benefits to temp workers. Accident at the Intercontinental Rally challenged, claims life of rally driver and their navigator. Local vehicle worker suddenly path suddenly apart failure in a religious convention. Help delay this heart attack construed as a punchline. Yikes. So two humans have to die. Spare humans are helpful against the troubles. Lurk and their team made the discovery of their career as they came upon ancient sealed tombs in the local desert. The most intriguing item found with the tombs is an ancient wheel of cheese which still looks surprisingly appetizing. Pilar believes that anyone not carrying a gun everywhere is practically naked and openly begging to get assaulted. Any politician daring to implement strict gun policy starts getting death threats from Pilar, which has greatly reduced the number of regulations. Yeah. It's not cool. And as registered judge, worked as a judge 20 years and loves the job very much. Not so much because of the bringing of justice, but because of the political power and position bins. And I like having power. Having power and influence a little bit too much. Residents' favourite plants is common grass, which they implant everywhere where they work. No flowers, no trees, no bushes, only grass as far as I can see. Black biodiversity in these gardens is seriously affecting local bee populations. Benoit built a website to lure people who like to gamble, but didn't want to leave the house to do so. All the games are rigged, of course, and highly addictive. The games have games designed to appeal to people of all ages and social backgrounds, even kids. And also just for that. Okay, that didn't work out as well as I hoped. No return to regular embezzlement after their multi-level marketing scheme failed. The beauty products and cognitive enhancers that we're not just selling. All this to pay off their mortgage and to keep their child in a decent school. Nora films claymation shorts in their spare time. Huh. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. What do they mean by the troubles? Like... So, for example, we're supposed to be saving Anna because they like having... because of their position of power. In which case we probably should have been saving her as well. Anyway, we've made a decision. We've killed off one person we probably shouldn't have done. I didn't mean to do that. Right, we're just gonna take the hit. This is completely wrong.
Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing?
I think I managed to follow the rules.
Interesting. Yes, your answer has been recorded for the psych eval. Now I see more people died than required.
Yes.
It does not bode well for the evaluation, but such is death. Let us get started. Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats, the numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty. So much so that the office has deemed you fit for a raise.
Even more money?
We
Yes.
do what we can to provide for our spawns. Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Displayed
yeah.
proudly on your workstation. Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow.
I like ice cream.
What? I swear, there must have been something off in the Grim Brew. Nonetheless. As such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed.
The Zars are in order.
Until tomorrow, Grim.
Well. Oh, there's no point because didn't get any more money. Sweet. The colleges claims eating 3,000-year-old cheese gave him massive diarrhea, but was worth it. Co-news. The worst apple harvest of the century linked to lack of bees. Activist accidentally shoots self. Online gambling developer found dead at home, having choked on their morning sandwich. 4 yet to be unidentified people arrested in a major embezzlement scandal related to Trans Global Inc. Oh hey, apparently Nintendo Music just put up the 1000 Year Door soundtrack. It's a good soundtrack. I've been enjoying that so far in our playthrough. It's supposed to inspire loyalty and a sense of worth in the worker. It doesn't work. 3 humans have to die. Spare any humans with a religious background. Part-time scholar, part-time engineer, and part-time musician delights in building their own musical instruments out of scrap and spare parts. Oh, that's quite cool. Nature was not stingy when it came to granting charisma into Mercury. True silver tongue, the smooth talker can convince anyone to do almost anything. As such, they're calling them being a motivational speaker. Recently, they've included proselytizing their oeuvre. Esoteric self-help mentor. After years of struggling to pay their debts by selling nostalgia-laden merchandise of vaguely self-help nature, Arissa finally found a brand new avenue to helping people for money. Dyed rocks and magic-infused minerals. In their youth, if Paolo was a successful bank robber, finally getting caught after eighth robbery, spending a philosophical philosophically fueled 10-year prison sentence, they emerged with unique insights. They've been teaching at the Institute of Deconstruction of Central Cosmopsis University ever since. Professional athlete. Raven's enjoying a more successful career as a deadlifter. They have a brother Ronald and a child Mira. In their spare time, they like going hiking and camping. Mira is constantly inspired by Raven's determination and wishes to continue in their footsteps. Well, hang on. None of these have religious backgrounds. Right, I'm going to... Actually, no, I was thinking about it, but I was like, actually, no, I think maybe... Okay, I'm going to take out him. I'm going to her as well. And especially hate it. I think maybe him.
Grim. Ah, yes, there you are. Good, good. Okay, now, listen up. Great work today. You fulfilled your tasks adequately, and all that. However, an emergency has occurred which requires my utmost attention, and I must depart for a couple of days.
Okay, so who do I report to at the end of the day then?
Yes, straight to the point. While I am gone, another will be in charge.
Oh, and I bet you they have like a whole bunch of different rules that we have to follow. Because they have like their own idea of how things should be run.
Even though you passed the evaluation, I cannot leave you without any supervision. You will have more freedom, sure, but it is not limitless. Therefore, you will have to continue your daily reports as usual. I will be informed of your progress.
I'm fine with that. Business as
Quite
usual.
so. And you are already acquainted. You will report to Lady Portington.
Wait, the cat? Is that the cat?
I know what you're thinking. I do provide ancient powerful widgets.
Through the gerbil. Perfectly right-sized toy gerbil made of rubber. Nah, it's fine. Right, what fresh hell awaits us today? Noted motivational speaker commits suicide in jail. Cause of arrest to be revealed soon. Random mine shaft collapses, uninvented body found within debris. Delamar publishes intriguing memoir of their bank robbing days. It is named Anti-Capital. Culture Mag. Switching to my ordinary day photography contest now open. Windy weather report. Windy and dry days ahead. Quote of the day. Free plants have to die. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no. Oh, I think there's been a mess up. Fates have only been gone a day and already now things are all chaos. Killing plants all over the place. Callie is a pink rounded clump of branched, tangled stems. Each one is rounds up to about a metre long. Callie and their brothers and sisters because they're growing after a wildfire can hit the large patch of land. The other plants can survive in the dry soil. Claire enjoys travelling in beautiful architecture. Yeah, well. Scheffler Abracula 529, also known as Lisa, is a houseplant of a photography student. In many cases, it's a bit over or underwater. Oh, it has quite high tolerance of neglect and poor growing conditions. Its main hobbies are photosynthesis and people watching. Is a blade of grass. It grows lonesome on the side of the pavement of Cosmopolis City Centre. It would likely wilt if not tended to. Whoever would do that, however, remains a mystery. It's a miracle a blade of grass to survive this long. Life finds a way, I guess. Alporicus pratenus, also known as the meadow foxtail, is grass. I swear if I have to make another file about a blade of grass, I will quit. Adratina, also known as the white snake root or richweed, is a plant that grows in a cow pasture. It is half a metre tall and has small white flowers. It is almost ready to release its small seeds with fluffy white tails in the wind. So we still need to take out one more. I'm going to say live for this one, actually. And that means that one has to die, unfortunately. Cat sits behind the table, very serious and official-like, ignoring your presence. Oh my god, you're so incredibly cute and fluffy. So... Cough politely. Cat turns her head towards you, staring with her one open eye. Meow, she mutters, then places her paw upon some documents littering the table. Cat repeats a sequence of commentating meows. She comes back into the ball and closes her eyes. Well, this was useful. Cat stares at you, blinking, then pleads to ignore your presence. Meow, she declares you to make your way out to the door. Cool. Going down.
Friend, you're risen like the sun. Regular. And warms the room.
Yeah, if only I actually bought stuff from you, though. Anyway. Autumn Falls. It's elegant, accountant, and is meant to be the warm for celebrations during the gloomiest time of year. Really brings out the eyes, those deep, soulless, empty, dark eyes. No. Right, back to the old grindstone. could communicate with the voice of the ether to help me decide. City Council brainstormed ideas to turn Cosmopolis green after the last blade of grass in city found wilted near sidewalk. Yikes. Serial killer found and arrested in a prestigious white tower of college. Victim's family is relieved to finally make peace. Tumbleweed killer. The Cali plant growth this year has been heavy, covering an entire building and preventing people from escaping from a fire. Many people in hospital with poisoning from cow's milk. Get this cute video of angry cat eating grass and meowing at the same time. Oh, it's like at least we've got humans at least. 2 humans have to die. Let's balance the world. Okay, so just 2. A liar and a grifter. Francois is an ex-politician and who spent many years writing books of ignorant nonsense. His words and actions have caused a veritable butterfly effect of misery on a global scale, which they now profit of. Well, that's easy. Gone are the days of descending into darkened depths of deep caverns. A drill in hand, but Rufus remembers them fondly nonetheless. It was a time of danger, but also of exploration and accomplishment. Now retired, Rufus spends all their time in an old folks' home, dispirited. Aishwarya has been working at the local refugee community, helping to get settled and figure out the particulars of the bureaucracy of Cosmopolis City. In their free time, they enjoy lengthy swims. They plan to write a series of novels about the labyrinthine nature of bureaucracy. Boring. Ashleen Poole. When just a kid, Ashleen went through a terrifying earthquake. Obstinate by nature, they decided to confront their fear by studying to be a seismologist. These days, they're the research team at the Mountain Head Earthquake Monitoring Station. Oh, see, that's... I mean, it's probably going to have to be him just because he's sadly just old and... Increase a single world parameter value at these 2. It should unlock some achievement. I missed what that was or what that meant. As you enter, the cat paces around the table, as if annoyed and irritated. Meow, the cat notes while casually twirling eyes around on her spot, pulling at the table. Take this to mean I'm doing well? Cat carelessly stretches and shakes herself, seeming more or less pleased. So have a nod towards the door overhead, makes it clear that you should be leaving. Right, is there anything worth picking up in the store?
Perhaps ye require a delightful gift for a significant friend.
Nope. Glass, we should probably just get this.
Oh, 'tis wondrous marvel. Once upon me and me crew sailed the southern seas and came across an accursed lighthouse. Plundered all of it, even the mirrors. Built the frame from beautiful driftwood washed ashore from the ship we rammed into. Covered it in all gold, too, course. Aye, a proper beauty.
So I guess that kind of allows us to change our... who's that?
That's exactly the question, ain't it?
Who are you?
We are the exalted Chimera, envied by all the blind, arrogant fools. We are Angst Ex Nihilo. We are nothing. A despicable failure. We are Elan Vital, the guide who won't lead astray, if only you learn to listen. We are death. How does it feel?
I don't have time for this, whatever it is. Feels fine.
No one has time, and yours already ran out. That's the crux of it, ain't it? Be seeing you, Reaver. It's a grim world out there.
Yeah, it's changed to pop punk. Which is definitely a Green Day reference. Right. Local scoop. Many lives saved as dedicated researcher warns Cosmopolis City in the nick of time. Science community calls to increase the funding for Mountainhead. Lives will be saved. Fire Astrarium, assisted living facility, claims 1 life. Popular political commentator dies of a heart attack. Ooh, what's the red file mean? For humans have to die, but anyone with medical background. Don't really know what the point of that even is. Stefan lives and breathes statistics. They work as a statistical consultant at several companies and give lectures at the university. Every time they get drunk, they start ranting about the misuse of p-values. So if we have to die, someone with a medical background doing the background festival. Right, so she survives just by default. Fearless, intrepid, and audacious. All these words are fit to describe Anita. Recently graduated into a paramedic job. They enjoy rushing into any dangerous situations to provide any medical assistance as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Mayati, online alias Cryptomancer, was inspired from an IT specialist / hacker by reading old cyberpunk novels. Nice. They arrested and banned from using A computers for 15 years after they crashed the Cosmopolis stock market. They're still very interested in modern cryptography algorithms. Mikhail Batar. Mikhail has been a dedicated character. Okay, Grim. Yes, you. Listen up. Why are you such a tool? Sitting at your desk, going over all the profiles like a mindless drone. Time to break the rules. I want you to do all the profiles today. All of them. Prove you're not completely useless. What? Mr. Waneska. Ua works as a nurse in the intensive care unit, making sure the patients don't suffer more than they have to. Ua is a big advocate for euthanasia. Sometimes they feel so bad for a patient they give them the gift of death as an act of mercy. Okay, well she has to survive because she's a nurse. Which means that everyone else sadly has to go. I mean, time and energy adhering to unusual beauty standards. Increasing unreal beauty standards after a gut-wrenching painful week of juice detox. Scott yelled at for being called a fat cow. During these moments of weakness, they even tend to believe these claims as accusations. Oh, I don't want to do. Don't want to kill them. Don't want to doom them. And I can't go back and change that anyway because I've now set some of these as live. So if I wanted to follow what the person on the red thing's been saying. I do want to find out what the consequences of this is. As you enter, you see the cat at Supine, waving her paws in the air as if trying to bat something invisible. All of a sudden, she turns her attention to you, a devious glimmer in her eyes. Cat continues to glare, tail whipping back and forth in a manner that feels irate. Ugh. Today went well. It seems appropriate to feel some pride. Lily points into the silent security look in her eyes. I didn't cause the bad things. Cat continues her silence. I did not make a mistake anywhere. Cat slowly wrote to hit her head to the right to give me that look. Oh, did I cause these events to happen? Cat slowly wrote her head to the left. I have to contact Fate. I need answers. Why am I even yelling at Cat anyway? Cat blinks. I have to contact Fate. I need answers. Fate answers the odd-looking telephone on the table and slowly shakes her head in what seems like a no. Whatever. I'm leaving. Cat blinks and slowly turns away, signaling her complete indifference of you. Well, we got money, so we obviously did something right.
Aye, this port offers the best trades in the universe.
A fidget spinner. Modern Health. Meet young Anita, the medic who saved many lives after the recent earthquake. All thanks to the warning from Mountainhead, they claimed before scurrying away. Acts like a shot on the street. Eyewitnesses described black SUV with tinted glasses escaping from the scene. Two people found dead in a hotel room. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. Five humans have to die, spare any students. Kiko goes to the Central Cosmopolis University, where they study organic and medical chemistry. As a hobby, they enjoy painting lots of fancy miniatures. Expensive miniatures, which they purchase using the money from their wealthy parents. Annoyingly. Well, is that annoying? Right, so 3 humans have to die. I think I misread that's 5. From a young age, Julia's dreamt of conquering the world in order to make it a better place for animals. Alas, so far they've only researched basic level animal rights activism. They also enjoy reading horoscopes to people in queues. Unfortunately, we have to spare her. Dane Real McCoy. Podcast comedian / sad person. Dane is basically a default human, with few or no bells or whistles attached. They sigh a lot and are often grumpy. They just sit in the corner, silently. Maybe their secret way of coming up with jokes. They're the origin of a comedy podcast about bad films. It's based on a real person. Like, is this supposed to be like one of the guys from the Flophouse or something? Or is it like upon one of the McElroys or something like that? Anyway. Nicholas is sent to Cosmopolis City from a rival country to learn national secrets, and nobody suspects them because they're well-integrated sleeper agents. That's their mission could prove catastrophic. They build a family for cover, although Nicholas has become increasingly attached to them. What is this, the Americans? Ala works long shifts at the local hospital, giving both MRT and CT scans. They can handle even the most difficult patients. Take great care to do the job correctly. They've been chosen as radiologists of the month many times. Capo is the grumpiest, most cantankerous senior citizen possible. They dislike absolutely everyone and everything. They're adamant about making everyone's life more difficult, both in life and death. There is no escape from Capo. Well, that made that relatively easy. Take out the podcaster because there's already way too many of those. And let's go. How many have we? Okay, so we go. All good? I mean, no, but... God, when's Fate coming back? Cat seems to be in slumber, occasionally emanating a soft snore-like purr. Psst, kitty cat, time for the review. After a pause, Cat sluggishly sniffs the usual pile of documents waiting on the table. Cat continues expecting documents for a few seconds, then turns away, seeming pleased. Great, I'll be off now. Right, what's in the store?
Ahoy, matey!
Sweet, yes, we do need that.
Today.
Bob is originally parts of bold, gruff, smooth and cool, straight from the old days when expensive advertising told me smoking was cool. Yeah, let's get some cigarettes.
Smokes are deadly, you know. A curse fouler than any I ever met. Not to me wildest dreams could I rob so many lives. 'Tis gazing down the length of an infinite tobacco stick, inching ever closer to the end. An ancient shaman gifted me this pack after I rescued their child from the rabid coyotes. Guess they weren't pleased with me good deed. Assume this visage and forever be reminded of the mortality of all.
Cool.
Psst. Hey, we don't like what we see. It's suspicious.
What is?
All of it. The profiles, the tasks, the chats. Too clean, pristine. What a wreck. Listen to us, Reaper, not the others.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Listen to me. To me. Shh. They're probably eavesdropping right now. Let's be off.
Huh. Oh, I did right. Didn't even spot the caps. Let's go for miner's lung. Does she have more dialogue now?
Look at the march of death. Bones of the living, ground into dust. A dust storm that suffocates any remaining breaths.
Sure.
Gaze upon what you have brought, instrument of pain. Don't you think this whole business is remarkably dehumanizing? An uncaring office of eternal
That was a weird noise.
bureaucracy, picking and choosing lives.
I love structure, I love order. This place is awfully callous. It's efficient, I give it that. It is a bit callous.
We know it. But do they? Do they know what they're doing? Throwing out innumerable rules and quotas with no oversight whatsoever.
And do you think I should do something?
We should. Shouldn't we? Let us know if you come eye to eye with a solution. And seeing you.
Total of 3 humans have to die. Humans in the field of religion have to die. It's about any humans with an artistic background. Low Command dare the poisoning intelligence agencies suspect espionage activity. New CT scan machine designs pros by prominent radio enters prototype stage. Exciting. Coming soon. Diner Wine Street Festival. We proceed to helping out the local animal shelter. Grouchy, senior in the whole in Cosmopolis, dies. So manages to make life worse for everyone. Comedian chokes on stage. Literally. It's been that damn cat. Yeah. The cat lounges on the table, brushing her over her paw. What the hell, cat? Cat pauses for a moment and continues brushing herself from different track money. I know you stole my files, you jerk. Before the cat has a chance to respond, the phone rings in an ear-piercing metallic clatter. You hear a familiar voice.
Hello? Hello? Lady Poddington, is Grim there? Oh, goodness. Grim, I heard that. I understand the job can be stressful, that these decisions do not come lightly. But you cannot let everybody live. Such actions will have serious consequences, even if you cannot foresee them. That is what I am for. Trust me, it will be for the benefit of everyone. Understood?
But it's not my fault. The cat stole my files.
Could you repeat that? All I hear is static.
Never mind.
No matter. You know what the job entails, Grim. I implore you to take it seriously. The world needs to stay in equilibrium. I do hope we will not have to repeat this discussion in the future. Think before you act. That is all.
Can't see mad at you, cat. You're so goddamn cute.
Avast ye! Pursue the finest booty you've ever seen.
It's not a good selection today. Let's go to the bar. New people.
Yes?
Miss 189, what's your name?
The name is Frank Whittle.
Hang on, we don't have to do numbered
Well,
spawns.
I used to be spawn number 142, but sometimes you just wish you had a more memorable name. But I wanted to stand out more, you know.
And did you?
Not really.
Explain your intense emanating
Know about the
sadness.
butterfly effect?
Yes.
Well, what if I'm that butterfly? Eh? Haphazardly fluttering around and then millions of souls perish in anguish.
Well, if I'm also that butterfly.
I don't want that on my conscience. I can't handle it. And that's the least of my problems. Last week someone put my stapler in a large jar of strawberry jelly.
What a trifling matter. It's pretty funny though.
Well, not to me it isn't. Nothing funny about it at all. It's outright mean, I tell you. And that's still not all of it. Last month I had to work in the dog department. But I love dogs.
I can't understand that sadness. I'm
Of
out.
course, I'm the one who has to handle it.
accentuate the morphological field. Some reclassification of the framing stratum. Ah, I should have known. Scaffolding of the antediluvian complex.
This guy's like,
Oh, maybe.
this guy's like a guy who's clever and wants you to know that he's clever.
Meta-resonance trigger.
I've seen you wobble around the cellar, somehow through the floor.
Amazing feat, young spawnling. Oh, yes, that is I.
Yawn.
Daniel. I am the prime curator of the Abysmal Archive, the archive of all existence. Or the bits I've managed to catalog thus far. Did you know there is a lot of existence?
Have you managed to catalogue a book on how to be a more interesting person?
More than you are able to conceive. Ah, yes, I see promise in you, Spawnling. So, let me tell you a secret. You see, the archive sprouts a mind. Eons ago. Incomprehensible to most.
Right, I should probably go get that looked at.
Those were the days. We were so young then, Faith and I. Two strapping lads. There was little in the archive initially, but it didn't take long for it to start growing, expanding.
Until?
Until it achieved awareness of a sort. Consciousness. But not a kind you'll easily recognize and engage with. We couldn't foresee this happening, the awakening of the archive. Its development into a unique organism. Nothing much as far as we can tell. It just exists, expands, endures. The 3 E's?
Ah, classic. Spooky.
Perhaps, but so is all life, if you consider it fully. Capable of a great deal. The archive is now immeasurable. No one's managed to delve into the very oldest corners. Nobody knows what lurks deep within. I've learned it doesn't have a true center, and it doesn't adhere to natural spatial rules. The disorder vexes me.
Great, never go in there.
Could not, even if you wanted to. Only professional archivists allowed.
Good.
Ah, it calls to me, so I must return. I hope you enjoyed our talk.
Not really. It was alright. Six humans have to die. Anyone related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans based on the left side of the profile. I'll bundle to die. So these four. Fraud CEO. Charlie has been helping their brother Albert David hide corporate money and avoid paying taxes for years, perhaps even decades. They've also been accused of insider trading and other fraudulent activities. They currently live in a mansion outside town. Give me my pen. Mark Cursed, firefighter. Runners have been working as firefighters in their late teens. They need to give their life to protect the people of Cosmopolis City. In remarkable physical shape, they've been organising athletic events for communities all over the country to raise awareness of fire safety. Well, it's not transportation, so... Mavis Undergard, retired. Mavis is a grandparent with a strange grandchild named Guy, whom they seek to reconcile. After retirement, they move to a calm country home where they spend most of their time knitting. They own a marvellous collection of porcelain. crap, we might have to. Vikings see themselves as a hotshot pilot, have more than immediate after an action movie they saw at a young age. They wear large sunglasses all the time, drive around a motorcycle, and attempt reckless stunts on their aircraft. She has to go, unfortunately. So here is a downtown bus driver. They are pulling a double shift to save money, opening a small vegan muffin shop. They can barely make it to the bathroom to eat during their breaks. When they get home, they collapse in exhaustion. Oh, I feel so terrible for her. We have to do people from the left side only. Yeah, I think we kind of... Usually stays at home mostly raising their kids after the death of their spouse. It's been rough going physically and mentally, and they're making do thanks to support network friends and family. Vigilante. Working at night, searching for bloodsuckers. Evidence said to the authorities many times. Claimed to be a vampire hunter, safeguarding humanity against these terrors of the night. Are vampires truly out there? The answer might surprise you. It's nope. I swear I found religion after hitting rock bottom. Selling a family clock to for a tiny fix, they got mugged in the alleyway, found help in a nearby church. By living through withdrawal, their life felt filled with otherworldly warmth, so they devoted themselves to helping others in situation to what others have been, to what theirs have been. Right, he's a streetcar operator, so he has to go. When Yoga Khan was a driver of both ambulances and fuel trucks in the military, now they drive streetcar across Cosmopolitan City and have driven it for almost 3 decades. In their spare time, they watch a lot of television and solve all sorts of crossword puzzles. I think we have to change this, unfortunately, because it's on the left side. Charity auction to take place in Royal Cosmopolis. Bring your friends. Oh, Fate's back.
I have returned. Did you miss me?
Sure, I like to have little chats.
I am glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay, yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation.
Uh-oh.
But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers, please? Where are you?
Nah, I get it.
Here we go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation.
Is there a problem?
No, I would not say that. In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told.
Because I'm a corporate sucker, baby.
There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence.
Continue, sir.
One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull?
Hey, you told me off for that earlier.
You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with? Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
Okay.
See? What did I tell you?
Tell me what?
The others conspiring behind your back. You saw the result.
I knew it,
They
Jax.
waited for you to let the guard down, whispering, "Look, it's the pathetic runt."
What do you know? Tell me.
They'll make you fail and get you fired. Or are you deliberately trying to fail? That's devious. Keep them guessing and watch your back, Reaper.
Back from her booty, are ye?
Could get the bow tie, but I'm fine. Right. Be more independent. So the 6 humans have to die. At least 3 humans with a scientific background have to die. Required to break neck while demonstrating impressive firefighting skills. Stunts. Priceless collection at Mesian porcelain donated to the local museum. Suspected fraud dies of a heart attack as police officers come knocking on their door, saying prosecutor says arrest was imminent. It's a miracle. Aswari Shah saves thousands of lives with a 10-step program, setting up support centers all over the country. Multiple attacks on Shah churches. So expected to be mob related. Downtown traffic disrupted in a massive pileup. Full Hardy pilot attempts complicated aerial stunt, crashes aircraft straight into the ground. Vampire hunting vigilante stabs Midnight Jogger with the chest with a stake. Micro-scale steam machine mechanics could unlock access to a brand new dimension and possibly destroy the world. Cozy Bohemian Waffle House gaining popularity. Go check it out. So at least 2 humans at age 30 young have to die. At least 3 humans with a scientific background have to die. Total of 6 humans have to die. Which Retro was inspired to enter the arms race when they saw a mobster killer would be assassin, and with an automatic weapon. They've compared the constant need for weapons and the human need for food. Recently, they've decided to waver in their beliefs after they witnessed first-hand destruction of their merchandise brings. I think he's slowly learning his lesson. He's gone. Joel was born in the countryside but moved to the big city to go to university. They like rock concerts and bars, though their visits have fallen due to having substance abuse issues in the past. They're trying to find a cure for chicken flu. Biology student Christopher is extremely interested in radio music and botany. Do these things somehow go together? Perhaps. They recently got married and moved to the Cosmopolis city with their spouse in order to dedicate themselves to study and work. He's gone. Birch, literary critic. When the artist Henry poked a fellow student with a pen, they realised from that moment on that their best friends will only be found on the pages of books, as these friends can't be directly poked with pens. What? Shannon is a squatter and dumpster diver who likes to renovate old buildings in order to live in them with friends. They travel a lot by train and manage a community garden. Right, so biochemist. I don't think there are 3 with scientific back. Oh, guess geology. Hidden geologists was adamant in their belief that microscale steam mechanics are totally doable. The dream of creating a microscale steam train is in by using the soon to be available technology. Wasn't there a thing in the paper about good luck access to a brand new dimension? Gotta make him live. This does mean I think we have to kill off everyone else. Christopher opened the Waffle House in the middle of the Cacti Valley to have a reason to claim illegal income, but to avoid customers. When a hiker finds the place, which sometimes happens, Christopher starts sweating profusely and attempts to cook with 10-year-old ingredients. Let's go. The mirror has something to say.
You did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
What are you rambling on about now?
Lines, O sovereign, carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
Sure. Cool.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
Basic. One day follows another.
Just so. Even we cannot stop the constant advance of time.
But we can try.
Let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay.
Well, that's the bare minimum.
Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
I'm not sure about the whole rebellion thing you spoke of.
The fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me. Have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue.
It's a bit unclear on the origin of the
What
rules.
do you mean?
Am I the one who actually picked to make things happen?
Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our data mongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly.
How can that be? If I mark profiles, don't these decisions affect other people?
In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links. You should consider, time works a bit differently in here.
How does it work?
The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region. Anything else? You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials.
Well, where did my parts come from?
The store. And places.
Sure, fair enough.
Anything else?
Do you play chess? I recall a film about death with tons of chess.
No. I am instead particular to this game called Go. Aesthetically pleasing, less violent and imperialistic.
Cool. I like Uno.
Anything else? Until tomorrow, Grim.
Anything new for sale here that's worth picking up?
Ye sure
Oh, we can buy a cacti. Cactus to reach our plants. Oh, there's no new oh, there it is. Young biochemist dies in a fire at work. Is Chicken Flute ever finding a vaccine? Must see this video of a laughing man dressed as Indiana Jones stealing a raw chicken from the store. Critic dies from blood poisoning after accidentally stabbing themselves with a pen. Oh, what a muppet. Infamous CEO sails their enormous yacht directly into a beach, found impaled on a tree. Remorseful gunrunner too late in their change of heart. Massive underworld implosion. Crime rates at historical low after an abrupt criminal civil war. Total of 2 humans must die. Humans opposite ends of the profile have to die. Yes, this may be the key. So that would be Oscar joined the armed forces to help soldiers in and outside combat situations by providing moral and sometimes psychological support. Most of the time is spent in the military hospital providing aid for injured soldiers. They recently adopted a puppy from a combat zone. Renee teaches language and literary criticism at high schools, an arduous task of being considered. They've initiated in educational science with the aim to upgrade teaching methods of other teachers, as made the old times and up-to-date with modern approaches. See, I know Kathleen wrote the book on economic planning, literally. Last 5 years, they've argued for a new way to organise and systemize labour and the protection of resources, and for a distribution of capital, which often resolves around the renegotiation of regulations and corporate oversight. Mary has been trying to make the greatest game for a while now. To find inspiration, and because they love travelling, they attended a diverse range of gaming events, conventions, and conferences. It's really just a specific type of tourism. Mary also enjoys marathon running. What if we just don't... What if we just don't kill anyone? Like... Screw it.
What in the name of highest management do you think you are doing? You cannot keep sparing every person. The equilibrium is at risk, and here you are, leading everyone to a catastrophe.
Hey, you said you need to be more rebellious.
This is your third and final warning. If you continue with this misguided rebellion, I will be forced to terminate your contract. Do your job. Now get out.
Well, that was the second rebellion. Whatever. Your performance of late implies you might not be as motivated as you ought to be. Well, to even out the number of humans, we will try another new structural method. You're required to demonstrate the utmost precision. All you humans on the bottom row have to die. Keep the chaos away, will you? Okay, so I guess we should probably actually... More power to the corporations is their future. They can build it, they will build it. Higher educational standards help bring peaceful solutions to simmering conflicts. Oh, the irony. Arthur survives getting mauled by a bear while on the run. Reports just come in. Seems a hostage situation may be taking place at the courthouse. Well, it's history anyway. A collection of stories made up by those who have access to power, and even then it's full of mistakes and errors. That's why Emmanuel has grown ever more interested in teaching alternative theories to their students. But that's not history. Alternate theories. Not based on any facts, though. Just what history should really be based on, even though, yeah, obviously history is written by the victors, and that's problematic in itself. Anyway, Shizuka Ari. Long distance trekking can be really boring, or frustrating, or meditative. There's plenty of time for technology issues, at least audiobooks and podcasts. It's what Shizuka uses the time for. Their aspiration is to one day not drive trucks across the land. He wants us to kill everyone on the bottom row. So we're going to have to just do that because it's not a particular number. Straight to the bland condiment section at the local grocery shops. Sanyu opened a shop to sell specialty cooking ingredients. Now people can cook dishes originated all around the globe. Oh, I don't want to. Wilson is a very proficient logistics coordinator. Their nickname at work is Smooth Operator. They also apply these skills to managing 2 separate secret families. H. Bob Abalone. H. Bob used to be a developer at the IT company H-Arm. Nice. See what they did there? But then they suffered a grievous wrist injury. They're taking some time off to mend themselves, and they're currently living off the savings they set aside when still working. Jonas lives an enviable life of moral integrity. They have figured it out. In their prime, they enjoy the fruits of their well-established position. With not engaging in upholding the law, they dabble in a vineyard, which started as an elaborate joke related to their name. Kalia failed Spa. Kalia teaches biology at an evening school for adults. It's much less frustrating than teaching over-energized teaching at regular high school. It can actually be pretty fun, because they go out drinking with their students. Everyone's an adult there after all. Yeah, but that's still a bit of a conflict of interest and actually a bit of a safeguarding issue. Right, am I getting fired?
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary.
No.
Or not be simpler without them?
It's not a call to make.
Perhaps we do still hold some control over the levers.
I'm just here to follow orders.
Never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
I actually have some thoughts on loyalty.
I am all ears, Grim.
Did you know this flows to one way?
Such is the nature of loyalty.
I guess. Never mind.
Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Wait, didn't you get my daily review?
Right. Slipped my mind. Well, if it is that important to you. It seems you marked the proper amount of profiles. Well done and all that. Now depart. I have things to contemplate.
Tidings, Grim. Life should not be too predictable, do you agree? We could use a little bit of alteration and alternation every so often. And I've just a thing for it. Every other profile has to die. Okay, let's go back to eating plain boiled potatoes when the spice shop closes after death of owner. A monster! Body of teacher found in a ravine after they went out to search for the existence of extraterrestrial life. Hostage crisis solved at the local courthouse. Possible advances incoming in alleviating risk damage. Could prove very useful to programmers. Read a heartwarming story about a mother graduating the evening school at the same time as their teenage offspring graduates high school. Cosmopolis hosting a basketball season final match. Tune in or cheer from the arena for the home crowd. CEO of the What Woot social media platform planning to open a museum of antiques and relics. Every profile has died, right, so it better be more. Ossip, who started off as a student of sociology, is currently on the path to becoming the highest scoring power forward in local college basketball not training or studying, he often help out in the community. Something like the smell of freshly minted coal in the morning. This is what Angus believes. They consult politicians on all energy-related policies, or he's advocating for more drilling, more mining, more cutting. Clean energy is for losers, apparently. Right, so that. So if every other profile is... She, as they like to be called, enjoys building and restoring multiple cars in their leisure time. It gives them a solace in their tumultuous life. They most proud of their first ever project, the Monstrosity, powered by the 7.0 litre V8 Hemi 426 engine. Yes, and that means something for you, obviously, because, I know about cars and all about how they work. I know that's a very good thing to have. The Hemi V8 47259 Majigger. Chase Fontaine, legendary guitarist. Chase absolutely loves stringing guitar solos. The more technical, the better. The fingers pick and slide every guitar string so fast that most cameras can't even catch up. They're an ultimately ambitious as young guitarist to be. So, I think that is cool, and they should live. But it is a pretty cool rock and roll story if they die young. Not that, that's a good thing. But they will become a martyr and they'll be a hero to ambitious young guitarists even more. This prominently right-handed teacher enjoys playing a lot of tabletop role-playing games in the vein of Beasts and Swords or Cavernous Horrors of Death. They're definitely afraid of bugs, critters, and such crawling beasts. Legitimate researcher or greedy Tomb Raider. Consensus has not been reached when it comes to this noted archaeologist. For the past 5 years, they've been digging up artifacts around the Ferrodin region. Right, well that was an accident, but still gotta go with it. Singer-songwriter who, after years of hard work, still doesn't seem to catch a break. The original material just doesn't grab people, which is why they keep become an impersonator of the same singer, Kafel Kesep, also known as The Count. Their career seems to be on the upswing. An alley for the somewhat well-off middle class, that's what Peter came to Cosmopolis City for, with an initial 1-year contract. They saw it as a decent way, with a decent wage, to escape their Reconstruction-era home country. It's a nice adventure when you're young, at least. Sorry! Nothing personal. So actually, I need to use this to end my shift. Why they still use these?
Hey there. What you up to, killer?
Killing.
Sure you are. The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count? Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name. Grim Reaper.
Not hurting anyone personally,
Of course not.
although
You're
we
pure
kind of are.
greed. It's not as if life and death are directly in your control.
Well, that's the big question, isn't it?
No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Grim, I cannot recall if I told you of my idea to become a writer.
What?
Well, either way, I may have come to a conclusion.
No, I recall nothing of the
Listen
sort.
up, you silly bonehead.
Cheers.
Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything.
Cool. Can I read it?
Certainly, once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing.
Well, I'm glad I mean that much to you.
Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? The tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Is there anything new in the thing? Nope.
'Tis a storm of sails.
Yar. That'd be a good simile. Hang on, let's read this. Promising sports player seriously injures knee on an on-court collision. Officer Clerk wins local race tournament in spectacular underdog dark horse display. State's prize made to charity. Charles Virtuoso found dead in a hotel room. Examiner suspects unexpected stroke. Hi, I'm Stu. Welcome to my channel of awesome cover songs. Local wildlife. Probably happy this morning for some reason. Cosmopolis suburbs announced record levels of clean air, recovering from decades of coal exploitation. Good psychologist caught attempting to smuggle ancient artifacts out of Ferrodon, shot by a militia group. Teacher maimed in a freak emu-related accent. Market experts warn against investing in Gitcoin. Last three humans carrying the facts have to die. I have no idea what that means. I'll keep short. I'm suspecting a slight bias in advancing theology. Went into caregiver business when they ran out of things to do. In truth, they have very little care to give them. They're very sloppy at their job. We're trying to con the elderly into giving them money or having to provide fake insurance. Right. Well, you have to kill 3 people. I don't know who the 3 are, so I'm just gonna do the worst ones. What are morals? Rooted aside of university freshman has just finished reading a couple of introductory philosophy books and now can't stop talking about how they understand society, morals, and how the world works. Yeah, these are students, so I'll give them a free pass. Dejan needs to eat to live, or steal to eat. Their spouse disproves Dejan's life choices and lets them know of it every time they're together. After a while, Dejan decided it's a lie to their spouse that they haven't got a regular job. That's right, they decided to steal the truth. Probably could get rid of him. Thursday is an avid investment enthusiast, spending all their waking hours tracking stock prices and buying and selling stocks randomly. Despite having zero knowledge of economics and so decided to learn, keeps obsessively convincing people on social media to invest in Gitcoin. That seems like a bad idea. Nair is a loyal member of a group who are devoted to a forest spirit, believing both the spirit and the tree are from the future, as the mighty stout oak seems still older than the rest of the forest. Nair enjoys nature but isn't that keen on the ritual branch whipping which seems to be important to their leader. In all of their activities, Zigma only likes watching TV, playing computer games, drinking beer, eating pizza, why even live streaming at all. They live with their mother and claim to have no mission in life other than wasting the world's resources. Bodyguard. Thornton loves bodies, that's why they became a bodyguard. They want to hurt nothing else in life but to protect bodies from harm. Frankly, it's a pretty honourable vocation. They recently became became a guard for a very famous celebrity. But not at work. Thought to use a lot of exercising. Okay, so we're gonna... He's gonna let him live. Now we've seen all of these. He's gonna go. So we need to just take out one more, which will probably be her. Oh crap, we probably should... No. Made a mistake.
Grim, why are you here? Oh, right. The daily... Always in positions when I have important research to perform.
Do you have a novel to write?
Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess. Yes, that should suffice, I imagine. Questions. Grim. Fine. I have trouble finding inspiration anyway.
Yep, he's definitely a writer.
Perhaps your questions will assist me. Make sure they are deep and meaningful.
What do you think dying's like?
No idea. Our immortality precludes us from such knowledge. Yet, I imagine it would be a pleasant release.
But what if death is extremely bad and unpleasant?
In that case, at least one only dies once. But
Fair.
more likely, death is just nothingness. And nothing, being nothing, has no inherent positive or negative effects. Any other questions?
Is there an
Not
afterlife?
in the sense that humans consider it, no.
What if the afterlife is a dating game where you must charm a strange and monstrous god? I feel like this is a specific... I feel like this is a specific reference to something. Like, I know there is a video game where that's a thing. And I can't remember what it's called.
That is just stupid. Because they seem to find themselves in life-threatening situations all the time?
Some people are like, yeah.
Life is unpredictable and lacks an innate meaning. I imagine it is up to them to make their lives meaningful. Even if it sometimes ends up being fatal. Any other questions?
Actually, I got nothing.
Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
Any humans who seem suspicious have to die. Well, that's great. That's great. Student accident starts nationwide riots against fake news media. A house fire caused by a faulty electrical equipment claims the life of youth. Petty criminal finds inconsequential items, promises to steal more in order to pay fine. Local bodyguard enters competition for hunkest bod in law. Animistic cult turns into an environmental group. Oh, at least some positive came out of that. Humans even supposed to have to die. You'll figure it out, right? Leah is a beloved housekeeper of a traditional household. After the last owner perished, they just stayed put and the next family accepted them with open arms. Leah's also secretly housing their asocial spouse in a secret room in the attic. They're definitely allergic to peanuts. What? What? Shani is a peculiar pensioner. He's running around town with kettle in hand, always mumbling about the kettle not being warm enough. No one seems to know what, if anything, is in the kettle. It is a mystery. Lee cannot even count the amount of shoes they've made. The dream of making shoes that gives an understanding how it feels to be in other people's shoes. Because actually wearing other people's shoes doesn't really give any particular insights. The CD feels old and tired. They live the good life as they see it, and would like to get on with it already. See whatever lies beyond the veil, so to speak, or doesn't. Don't really care either way, as long as Death finally gets around to them. Wish granted. Chad quit college several years ago and started making MeTube videos in their parents' basement. 80% of the content is about philosophy and 20% critical analysis of why they got dumped yet again. I'm going to do that one as well. But I don't think... I don't know. How many do we have in total? So there's 5. What if we just... I don't know, I think it's a bit weird, but... Probably pick that one. I don't know. These are very vague instructions, which I guess is intentional. Well, this is intentional because they wrote it. As you enter, you notice that Fate's office is empty aside from Lady Portington snoozing on the table. Sweet! Or freedom from the yoke of the Overlord. The old-fashioned phone suddenly rings with a piercing metal clatter. A familiar voice calls from the static.
Haha, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel.
Why can't I get a vacation?
Hello, Grim, are you there? Useless apparatus. It never works when I need it.
Convenient. How convenient for you.
So, perhaps you are wondering about the nature of vacations in our profession. Well, those are for highest management only.
I think we need to unionize.
I mean, it is not as if you need one. Technically, you are just an amalgamation of ingredients. You are not even alive.
Hey, that's for our newly formed union to decide.
But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough. Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
Why are we even bothering to do this? Our boss doesn't even care. Five humans have to die. One human must be spared. This is of the utmost importance. Mysterious Kettle Elder goes missing during the latest Troubled City. Check out my new video. In 98 Reasons Meandros was wrong. Yeah, maybe we should have, shouldn't have let him live. Weapon of the road leaves Cell Gohan. Be at peace. Genetically modified crops proven to be a hoax. Use all natural fertilizers. Interviewing the intrepid crew exploring the depths of the ocean. Having to die must be spared. This event was importance. To be careful let the right person live. Do what you do best. For Amanda to go over the Daily Moon, the newspaper is in decline. With ruthless determination, they turn the paper into the tabloid powerhouse we know of today. While recklessly digging through the lives of others, they've used the paper to suppress rumours about themselves. Ooh, okay. That's a bit sus. Cosmologist. 10 years I should have spent gazing through a powerful... Oh, I'll start again. For 10 years, I should have spent gazing through a powerful telescope at the stars all across the universe. Bit by bit, I've become ever more convinced that the whole world is actually some sort of simulation, a realistic reproduction crafted in binary. In their years, Evelyn read the works of Anvar Jules, or read many fantastical adventure novels. Inspired by the novel of a teenage commander, they decided to become one, a commander that is, themselves and drive 5,000 leagues under the sea. And they did. Bruno is a mercenary always ready to work for the highest bidder. They're currently stationed at Faradin with a government contract, providing security service. They act tough and gung-ho to cover up the fact that they aren't trained properly to act in a combat zone. Ahmed has never been happy with the status quo, as in, with whatever they currently happen to have. They're always aiming higher and further, experimenting in various different fields in order to find new ways to fight for ever more productive crops. Don Farino. Don Farino tries to model themselves after the old mafia novels and films, but realising those stories are made up by authors who had no connection to understanding of organised crime. Soon they realise there is no honour codes among family bonds. Crime is just crime. Right, so I'm going to take him out. He's going to be sleeping with the fishes. I don't know why that was... I have no idea what the hell that point of that voice was. I'm gonna... Right, I'm gonna take those two, so it's just really between... I'm gonna say she lives. And then it's either he will die in a freak accident.
When did you last smell the fresh scent of blossoming lilacs? Heard the
Hard to tell,
soft
really.
cooing of a puffy bird with a bright plume?
Thursday.
Soft hum of the earth, yearning for attention.
That's what I'm doing right now, mate. The river's run dry and salt with the lungs of the
Tell
innocence.
if you're lacking in empathy or overflowing from it.
Overflowing.
Proud reaper,
I'm drowning in it, mate.
sometimes you cut too deep.
As you look around the office, you see Lady Portington, lounging supine on the table. The old-fashioned phone again rings right as you settle in, a familiar, if grainy voice can be heard.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile.
Whatever.
Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter.
Well,
So, on you go.
look, if you're not gonna be dedicated to this job, then why should I, mate? Look at this complete idiot farmer who got crushed by their own tractor. Code News. Managing editor of Daily Moon drowns after being caught stalking and harassing offspring of local crime boss. Mercenary squad crashes... Code News. Mercenary squad crashes helicopter into a mountainside. 3 confirmed dead. Crime boss gunned down on the street by rival mobsters. Escalates turf war. Oops. 2 humans have to die. Music, dogs, drinking. What else can one hope for in life? Life is one to enjoy the sweet life and desire of a prestigious business IT company. They also enjoy making 5-second videos on the popular social media visit platform What. Tied to screen. 33. What? What? Tied to the latest heir of a noble protege. Pedigree. As such, they managed to retire young due to all the inherited wealth. These days, they spent their time lounging endlessly in constant ennui. Right, you can ennui yourself off this mortal coil. Seems Titus grown. Brilliant. Once during a routine burglary, Holland got attacked by a kid who was unintentionally left behind by their vacationing family. What? This occurrence made them appreciate the quiet days far more. Usually they leave a clean house behind, sometimes even doing the dishes. But they're still a burglar? Also, that story is wild. Tane farms aquatic plants, mostly various species of microalgae. They've never really been all that interested in the fish crustacean side of their aquaculture, trying to keep attention on seaweed. Seaweed has many talents and uses after all. Okay.
Grim?
How was your break?
Adequate.
It's not how it sounds on the phone, mate.
Now, let us not waste time and get on with it. Right. I see the exact amount of profiles requested. At least someone seems to be up to their task.
Ah, you.
Oh, whatever. Why am I livid? Because the rest of highest management thought it necessary to remind me that taking sudden leave is detrimental to our aspirations. Because they thought to admonish me for taking a couple of days to perform important research.
It's just because you didn't log over HR. If you had logged over HR, it would have been legitimate, would have all been fine. But nope, you just decided to leave. That's what happens.
Because, as was reminded, the saying goes, now, how was it? Nothing in life is more certain than...
Guys, I think. Are we getting a title drop? Is nothing in life is more certain than death and taxes?
Yes, exactly.
He said the thing!
Either way, the nerve they have to lecture me on how to do my job.
I think we have to say nothing.
No matter, Grim. I apologize for taking it out on you. Good night.
Alright, we just got an achievement for
What can old Mortimer
oh
provide?
sweet, I have wanted this.
The base, the marble plate of yours.
I don't know what it even does, but
The
it's like
arms melted from the cannons of a galleon. A socket, a shell of a ferocious sea monster. The shade made from
I think
the
we're coming to the
skull
end
of
of
the
this, to be
beast of
honest.
Hogwarts. The coil bent from the thorns of a rose bush in Guyana. I, me drinking buddy, a master electrosmith, built this illuminator. He also loved to spark me drink and laugh gleefully when me whole jaw sizzled. Pranked him right back by knocking his teeth out.
Yeah, banter.
By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here. I
Yar,
very
it
memory.
be.
Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls, they were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
I want to keep the pop punk. I want the. Ooh, we can be Cthulhu. Yeah, that's cool. Tomorrow Science. Aquaculturist finds a new way of approach to seaweed farming which proves useful in regenerating dying coral reefs. Heights' last assessment states all assets of their estate to be auctioned off, invested into a diverse selection of firms and NGOs. Burglar summons on a frighteningly complex array of traps during a break-in, dies from serious head trauma. Oh, it's a Home Alone reference. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, the whole thing was a... God damn it. Do your job. Right, situations that everything jumbled up in our facts delivery system. Shows into your gut today. Your gut, yes, because you are, you know, a skeleton. Actually, I'm an incomprehensible ancient demon from another dimension now, but potato. I don't even say potato. Go for today. Go with the flow. Ooh. Kelsey specializes in children's psychology. They want to be a mother and a kindergarten teacher. Their main hobbies include watching and criticizing films and swimming. Live. Let's... I want to see what happens if we go over this with... Okay, never mind. When younger, Omar postponed reading literature, thinking I'll get around to it once I'm old. When 30 came, they started going through novels, novellas, short story collections, etc., one after the other. Now they regret the early decision, as they're afraid they'll die before they get to read all the books. I'll let you just, you know, read all the books. Lucas Ward, 75, retired. Lucas has lived a calm and content married life, having raised 3 kids and helped raise 7 grandkids. Yet they never felt particularly happy. Up until a moment 5 years ago until they admitted and accepted their preferred sexual orientation. Their family was very supportive. You can live a bit longer as yourself. Peter Field, 27, system administrator. Peter started working out as a sysadmin at a hospital straight out of college, but doesn't really understand what data security is. When new employees join the team, they usually send them all the passwords and other classified information through Smype and encrypted. That doesn't seem good. That's GDPR nightmare right there. Kira initially became a rideshare driver due to needing extra funds. Soon they found an opportunity to upgrade A to a luxury vehicle chauffeur, which required to go through extremely invasive and defensive driving techniques. These days, they feel pretty badass behind the wheel. Oh yeah. What did the chemists say when they found out 2 isotopes of helium? Hee hee, it's just one of the jokes they can hear when working the Isusa. They annoy their co-workers with chemist jokes all day, but can't be fired since they're incredibly good at their job. Third hairdresser. There's nothing Armin likes to do more than gossip. Working as a hairdresser provides ample opportunity for this hobby. Due to memory issues, Armin occasionally starts gossiping about the client they're currently in the process of working on. Not cool. We done everyone? Yeah, that's probably not good. Shield focuses on researching red dwarfs and the possibility of finding habitable planets in their systems. Slightly of a science fiction fan, they were sad but accepting of their children dressing up as a bow-wielding fairfolk fantastical novel. Do we? Ah, didn't even see that one. Transfer students' home country is currently in the middle of protests against the regime. They're happy about being away from it all, but they're worried about family and friends back home. The school is just during a similar protest. Live. I want to go up.
Grim, welcome. You know, pursuing my art has given me insights.
Go on.
I have been thinking of humanity, of mortality, their importance, worth, and meaning.
And what's the result so far?
A disarray of thoughts.
Okay.
Listen, is death really such a bad thing? It would be better for everyone. In fact, do these humans even truly exist? Their ephemeral being leads to no relevant outcome.
Yep, well that's life, isn't it, mate?
It is all transient, no matter what they do or achieve in life.
Go on, I'll hear you out.
They exist in a state of hubris and arrogance, considering them the center of the universe. Yet without them, the sun still sets and rises. Stars explode, galaxies form, or get torn apart. There are departments even for these events. Humans are not the be-all, end-all pinnacle of creation. They are small and insignificant, yet full of themselves. The grandeur of everything will not get superseded by specks of nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's not how they live through their subjective experiences, millions upon billions of them, everyone considering themselves unique. And technically they are, I suppose, on a minor scale, yet also exceedingly similar, copying each other, living through similar events with similar basic reactions. While the universe is full of endless wonders they cannot and will not even experience or perceive, ever.
Just realize I don't care. But could we help them experience these things?
But why? What would that change? Their presence is not even necessary to validate these events outside their subjective experience or understanding. Do you know the saying, Grim? If a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it,
Death and taxes?
what? No. Why would you even... It is... Does it make a sound?
Worth it.
The ultimate height of arrogance ingrained in them. To imagine their presence to be paramount.
I really should have played this guy as like an absolute idiot the whole time.
The tree does not only sound, it has been sounding a long time. It has grown without anyone present. It has lived a life. None of this requires humanity to be there to bear witness.
I got through the entire rant. Is there a prize? I give everything. Can I also get a daily review? To be honest, I'm just here for the work.
You wish for a daily performance review instead of a thoughtful discussion?
Yes.
Fine, let me gather the files. I certainly put them somewhere. Here. Oh, yes, you absolutely did everything correct today. Such meticulous profile work. Happy?
Oh god, this is what I live for.
Sometimes I do not comprehend you at all.
Feelings mutual.
Well, that concludes our meeting. Good night, Grim.
See you later, boss man.
Is your hand tired? Are your fingers getting stiff? You've been clicking around for quite a while.
Yeah, a bit.
On all the things you see scrolling by before your eyes. Perhaps the screen is too bright, the sound's too loud.
Are you talking to someone else?
No, it's you who died and found your way here. To the office, where you belong.
Read this. 4 humans have to die. Senior Citizen create support group for other elderly with questions of sexual preference. Local lab tech repeatedly says drop the bass while titurating. Wins comedy award. Nice. Bad hair day is increasing in frequency after death of local hairdresser. Window shopping for planets. Could this planet be our future home? Shooting protest gets out of hand. Severe property damage racking up. Politicians attempting to introduce bill that bans small gatherings and protests. Boo! Boo! Chauffeur evades hackers trying to assassinate visiting diplomats. Severe droughts worldwide seems an existential threat to once booming agriculture. Fracking linked to earthquakes, new research confirms. A generation farmer. Hijiri has taken care of the family's ranch since their adulthood. The ranch itself has seen better days, with most of the livestock lost to severe droughts and machinery completely dilapidated. Hijiri is trying desperately to restore the ranch to working order for their small family. Right, so 4 have to die. We have 5 here, so... Just as in the fracking industry for the money. No crisis provided, and the environmentalists will make them rethink. They're determined to rise on the career ladder and become the boss of the fracking firm someday. Well, we know that fracking is bad for causing earthquakes and bad for the environment in general, so... Jamil began their career as a customer support agent at a well-known corporation's overseas branch. They climbed up the corporate ladder and are now looking to keep the branch running through economic difficulties. They're currently visiting Cosmopolis, trying to negotiate additional funding. William escaped in the city when younger, trying to get into the acting business. After numerous failed attempts, they returned to their homestead and read for several generations worth of farming tomes. Lately, they've been more interested in buying bioengineered crops. Sephra is an inspiration to all their students. Although their school is poor, do everything in their power to make the chemistry class as engaging as possible, using the available chemicals for demonstration rather creatively. This effort smells herself all the time. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah. And then... Sorry. My boss doesn't really care anyway, so...
Ah, the beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass.
Have you still not started your book, mate?
It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim?
I guess so.
I know so, Grim. Never before have I experienced such certainty. My high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
Well, what am I supposed to do now?
What you always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world. I trust you to make the correct choices.
We're all screwed.
I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
Six humans have to die. Steer yourself, fate. Struck Ranch lost to fire in extreme drought. No suspect of foul play. Economic wonderkin found dead in local park. Visual suspect heat stroke. More and more people dying of starvation in developing countries. Damaging and fracking deemed too excessive and expensive. Government vows a shift towards developing better renewable energy sources. Largely engineered corn briefly becomes sentient. Fatally wounds owner of Durham crops. Famous burger joint, St. Bonks. Under scrutiny by Ethics Commission. Right, 6 humans have to die. Vasilier has been serving tables since they enrolled in college, paid the tuition fees. They constantly dream of a better world, longing for their childhood simpler times. They plan on taking gap year after finishing college to see the world, as troubled as it is. Screw it, I'm not gonna let 60 people die. If they Shuja is offensive from Carthenia, a nation recovering from major economic crash and Cosmopolis City for a state visit. They come to negotiate a mutually beneficial agreement. As they were driven to City Hall, the vehicle was attacked by would-be assassins, who were thwarted by their chauffeur. Radical climate scientists. As the world's nations grow more hostile, Ildu has undertaken the top secret solar mission to nuke what is remaining of the polar ice caps in a wild attempt to cool down the planet. What? What? Ever since being a young student, they've always dreamed of saving the world, a completely misguided way in how to do it. Well, that's probably going to backfire on them. Founders person have simple pleasures. They're living out their retirement in the rural areas of Cosmopolis City, waiting for not much else than the sun to rise next day, reading science fiction books and eating crafting Lucky Charms. Kyo has lived in 4 different countries, finally settling down in the Sun County wine region, where they now work as a viticulturist. They enjoy fast food, cooking, and horse riding, and have 7 grandchildren who often visit. Okay. Ditsy and Wainwright. Student drives children to and from schools every day. It seems like a job that requires responsibility, but you're pretty lax about it. Sometimes partaking in soft narcotics before getting behind the wheel. To make them focus better. That's not going to end well for him, and I just hope he doesn't take down a bunch of school children with him. Oh, we didn't read this one. Life crime has been Henny's life since they were born. Part of the gangster family, they have taken flight with much of their supposed shared wealth and looking to spend the rest of their days in an apocalypse bunker. Henny is being actively hunted by the rest of the family and a vendetta. Well, he's probably got it coming.
Psst. Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world?
I don't know.
Sure you do. It's the culmination of all your choices. Do you know the story of the Wyvern and the Prince Consort?
No.
Of course you do. By using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the Wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. Then the Wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
Of course. Am I the prince?
Yes.
You advanced suggesting any one of those?
Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
Haven't you seen what's happening in the world?
No, not really. I have been most occupied. Oh, fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts. Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? Endless mountains of trash, undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution. The ultimate ecological masterpiece. And in the center of it, Kathleen Holmes. I never knew a human could be this destructive. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
I thought your rules were supposed to stop this.
Are you sure you followed them properly? To the letter?
Maybe? I don't know.
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
Only 2 humans have to die. I've said Seema's notorious mafia family seemingly massacred itself while they've been fighting. Brain scientists crushed by a stolen nuclear warhead in Cosmopolis Harbour. Authorities utterly baffled. World leaders warn of radicalization as disaster looms over human habitats. Local fast food establishment ignores corporation orders and distributes free food for the needy. School bus driver on a stroll struck by a drunken driver. Economic negotiations proceeding according to plan. Potential deal in sight. Ethel has been happily married for nearly 40 years, extramarital affairs notwithstanding. They consider being a grandparent the most important role yet. They try to be cool, but have trouble understanding why some of their grandchildren aren't allowed to eat meat or peanut butter sandwiches. Because their parents might be vegan, or their kids might have nut intolerance. Rio has been aggressively advocating for a new radical policy which completely eliminates all taxes. Any and all vocal opponents are mercilessly mocked. I mean, what did taxes ever do for us anyway? Galataran named Gal was groomed from an early age to take up the family business, which happens to be one of the largest food and beverage companies in existence, and every time enjoyed long distance hiking and survivalist exercises. Right, well. Yeah, it's. Eat the rich, eat the rich.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there?
It's going fine. Totally fine. No problems whatsoever. Fine.
Really? Glancing at the report backlog, things do not seem to be getting any better out there.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see you are actually doing your job.
Endless rows of industrial smokestacks pumping out poison, chemical waste pooling into the groundwater, a total collapse of the biosphere.
It's gonna happen anyway.
My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Yeah, pretty bad stuff.
The worst. Well, I do hope you will manage. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
Few remaining humans have to die. CEO Bestfruit Inc. found dead in the home of a gunshot wound to the head. Investigation ongoing. Unrest grows as the world population faces imminent collapse. It's in the referral science report shows mankind's utterly doomed. Oh no. The FBS finally have enough data to postulate that humanity is completely unable to cope with recent ecological changes. They recently published their work on social media in the hopes of leaving a warning for the next generation, if there are any. Man is an experienced brewer who produces artisan beer. His speciality is microbrew. With experience with nano and pico brew, the current building experimental brewery capable of creating femto brew. Screw it, I'm going to say they both live.
You've done well, Grand Reaper.
Reverend, that's not true.
Yeah, wasn't believable at all. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent.
Yeah.
So, what comes next?
I don't think I did anything wrong.
Depends on the perspective. I'm sure the world thinks otherwise. You can relax now. No one left to ruin everything, and nothing left to ruin.
You're a real jerk, you know that.
Put fleeting impressions inside your skull. Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
Fine, it's fine.
Sums you right up. Either devastating mediocrity or destructive apathy. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you. As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
Let's get this over with.
Enjoy the silence, Grim. Do not waste these precious moments.
So what if humanity is over and the world ends? Like, what do what do we do now then? Like, what does this office and all the people who work here, and what happens to them?
The planet is virtually uninhabitable. The few remnants choking on noxious air. It is the last gasp of humanity, slowly going out. It is a bit of a somber moment, now that I think about it. I have been with them for
I wonder how inevitable this is. Like, this happens regardless of your choices.
Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion.
Cool.
Far beyond freezing, my friend. It nears absolute zero. Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
God, I hope I get a good severance package. So for we can use that up. Occasionally you start saying experimental beer in 5 microliter tubes. Feel the light creep inside our bones. Let's stop and wait until we freeze together. This music is too jaunty for this. That's better. One last living entity, stumbling across us an endless wasteland, drawing their final breath. I think we have to choose that. Like, why are we delaying the inevitable here? Doom everyone in a single day.
The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose?
What does it really matter?
No, it does not. One human is not enough to save the species, after all.
Yeah.
But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty.
I take it you're behind it all somehow?
That would seem fairly obvious by now, I gather. The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity, not a bit.
Of course.
But why, you ask?
I didn't, but sure, go ahead.
I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence. These humans. The endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape. That we cannot escape.
You could have just gotten another job. You could have just left.
Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if
Why?
the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along, piece by piece. No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away.
Take the initiative because you feel bad about its mutism.
Your hollow judgment is insignificant at this point. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
Well, smell you later, jerkface. Society's falling. The world exploited. Humanity wiped out. So your power lets the wait to fade away.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
So I think for the purpose of the stream, we have to go for the end. Sorcerer, when the unparalleled master of melodies, Sorcerer of Rhythms, Grand Vizier of Hellmage crafted all the music of the whole game. They're also super friendly. Serious scientist during the day, angsty writer at night, and similar fashion sense to the Grim Reaper. Classic version. Yeah, all the writers and staff teams on this game can live. Cheerfully of Death and Taxes makes a lot of the goodest art for the game as well. They really love cats. Meow. Yosivity, Nocivity. Pick up another game. Much love. Marcus is an IT specialist, robot master and developer with, as they keep saying, meager talent. In their spare time they read a lot of books, write poetry and make weird little games for mobiles. Vetri surly writer of words, phrases, sentences and paragraphs. Often annoyed by everything / everyone. Doesn't like people. No sense of humour. 300% grunt. Get off my lawn. The actual professional game developer and programmer with years of experience working in the very depths of the industry. They're also broken in a variety of unbelievable ways. A case of bugs, contact and blame Ott. They once beeped so hard they boot. I don't know what that means, but cool. Talented artists who created much of the stylish visuals of the game. Gaze upon their artistry and despair. I mean, enjoy, savor, appreciate. Voice actor, Fate. The gracious actor who had to voice an endless supply of lines some thoughtless writers wrote down, also known as the voice of Fate, one whose performance is immaculate. Voice actor, Mortimer. An actor of many talents, a big-hearted Samaritan and an engine of perseverance, also the voice of Mortimer. Yar, shiver me timbers. The voice of conscience, that little bit inside your head telling you to do things, for better or worse. Bonnie is an audio designer, singer, voice actor, and much more. What can't Bonnie do? Voice actor Herbert and Tim. Abigail, Abby, The Tube, as a highly regarded actor philosopher, Geordie, Dracula, YouTube personality. Dashing, exuberant, with a wicked wink and a sharp mind. Physically, they're the voice of Herbert. Technically Tim, who doesn't have any lines. Jimmy works with special needs children during the day and does voice act at night. They love tonkotsu ramen and playing with their baby girl, Lily. They've got a decent idea for a taco truck. He goes around like the ice cream truck. The Charmer is the voice of Florian. Gregory has dedicated much of their adult life trying to bring the Sideburn back into fashion, with limited success. In the process, they unintentionally found popularity as a mid-tier internet personality making songs and animations about video games. Whilst extremely grateful and filled with success, they're deeply saddened that so few of their fans have chosen to adapt their style of facial hair, perfect for the voice of Frank Whittle. Despite a tendency to speak words incoherently, Abigail has somehow made a career talking into a microphone. Accomplishing such feat requires many daily cups of tea, the brew of choice while recording Siri being double milk oolong with honey, only the smoothest of drinks for the smoothest of bartenders. Michael is a voice actor from Los Angeles, California, specializes in the manufacture of custom-made audio files, clients all over the world. Happy to write Myth Ghost Janitor to resume. Joy's trying to convince their D&D group to try whatever obscure indie game discovered this week. Occasionally it's successful. Stephanie is a performer, happily married with 2 young kids, military veteran and former intelligence analyst who spent their adult life working long hours on the battlefield. Always finding relief from video games, now use their experience of bringing fictional characters to life and providing relaxing entertainment for the overworked. Jacob takes great pride in entertainment and is one of the many vehicle talents, unrelated of course, to accounting or, God forbid, tax forms. They're the voice of, who else besides the smartest and most important archivist. Yeah, video game good. I had fun with it. I liked all the morality stuff, which obviously comes and is inherent with a game like this, where you're making these like choices. I think it'd be interesting to replay at some point because like knowing a little bit more about what your choices actually do, because I don't think it's really made clear like how much of what they're affecting the world. So I kind of felt like I didn't really realize that I was really screwing up until it was too late. And maybe it was really obvious and I was just missing it and I'm really dumb, which is possible, let's face it. So I don't know, but it was a fun, really interesting 3.5 hour game that I really liked. It was really good. I could definitely see myself going back and exploring this a bit more, like as I said, because I'm knowing a bit more. And also, I know there was loads of stuff that we missed out because we kind of rushed through because we wanted to just get through the plot, which probably was to our detriment to some extent. But yeah, no, interesting cool game. So thank you for joining me for the stream today. Whether you joined for 5 minutes or joined for the whole thing, or anywhere in between, I really appreciate it. We'll be back for another stream some point in the week, I think. I'm thinking Wednesday, maybe we'll do something. I haven't said what that something's going to be, but we will figure it out. So I hope you can join me for that. And as always, thank you for joining me. And au revoir, baby! See ya. Bye-bye.